single change to the side that beat Besiktas in the derby. The 20-year-old Kazimshan Karataş is in for Angelino down the left, only his second ever European game. Wilf Zaha didn't start any game until the end of September, but he's making up for lost time quickly now. Mauro Icardi, the match winner at the weekend with 2, 10 in 9 in the league, and in the Champions League 2, 10 in 9 in the league, and in the Champions League 4 from 5 appearances, including the qualifying round. But he passed the fitness test this morning, the only change by Tuchel from the Bayern side. The Mainz at the weekend. Conny Lima steps back into midfield with Leon Goretzka now added to their lengthy injury list. He broke bones in his hand. Leroy Sané's in the scoring form of his life, 7 in 10. Harry Kane, 10 in 10. Well, that means Thomas
is alongside Paul Dempsey.
Thank you, Rashmin. The place is certainly bouncing again, as buoyant as ever it has been. Galatasaray missed out on Europe altogether last season, but they're making up for it now. Their first group campaign in the UEFA Champions League in 5 seasons, back where they believe they belong. 4 points on the board, and the 3 league points here at the weekend against Istanbul rivals Besiktas has made them feel even better if possible. Beautifully timed, of course, for the arrival of one of the real big boys. Bayern where they expect to be, on top of the group, if not entirely convincing in their performance levels so far. And Galatasaray, captained by Fernando Muslera in his 13th season here. What a servant. Davide Massa is the referee. He was on duty for Wales against Croatia last week. That's in Turkey's group, of course. Yusuf Mazwari was touch and go for Bayern Munich. Is kept in reserve by Bayern in case he is needed, as he was needed, of course, against Copenhagen. To say it's gone well for Kane so far is probably an understatement. He knew the size of the task, but he knew he was good enough. And Icardi's contribution over 2 seasons at Galatasaray has been immense. So is this a night when Galatasaray write themselves a little footnote in European history? Bayern Munich, 15 straight wins in the group stage. A record 36 games unbeaten in the groups. Not even in question, of course. Unthinkable to them to not make the knockout stages. Their test, they believe, lies up the road. But Owen, could Galatasaray make this a test here tonight?
I think without question. I mean, Galatasaray, their home form, I think they're unbeaten at home in 6 months. Behind these fans, the boys were mentioning there, this is one of the best places in the world to play football. And off the back of that result against Man United, they'll be right up for it and confident.
Little question mark for Mazraoui posed already. Okan Buruk, who brought the title here in his first season and now seeking to build a side to challenge in European terms. Mazraoui was a doubt until very late, and Zaha might fancy his chances against him tonight. To Kolu, goal score for them.
That Galatasaray had on their shopping list from the Premier League over the transfer window this summer just gone. Tete. Well, this fella wearing number 19, Afonso Davies, one of the best in the business.